Welcome back to Car Drive Next, where we bring you detailed and honest reviews of the latest cars that matter. Today, we're diving into one of the most talked about electric SUVs of the decade. This is the 2026 Tesla Model X. With Tesla's continuous evolution in software and hardware, the new Model X arrives not just as a facelift, but as a smarter, sleeker, and more efficient machine that redefines luxury performance electric SUVs. Whether you've been following Tesla since the Roadster or you're just now considering switching to electric, the 2026 Model X offers a lot to unpack. Let's start by talking about the presence this SUV brings to the road. Right from the moment you spot it, the refreshed exterior is more sculpted than before, yet unmistakably Tesla. At the front, Tesla has reworked the fascia with a slightly narrower nose profile and a sharper edge to the LED headlamps. The design language is cleaner and a bit more aerodynamic, ditching any unnecessary flourishes. You won't find a grille because, of course, it's not needed, and Tesla knows that minimalism is part of the brand's charm. The front daytime running lights now have a futuristic double-bar signature, giving the car a piercing look even in daylight. The lower bumper has been subtly reshaped with more intelligent air channels that work in tandem with Tesla's thermal systems to manage battery and cabin climate. There are also small touches like the flush integrated front camera module and radar sensors tucked beneath sleek glass panels, part of Tesla's expanded full self-driving hardware package for 2026. Shifting to the side profile, the 2026 Model X still carries its elegant, fastback-style silhouette, but now sits slightly lower with improved ride dynamics. Tesla has dropped the ride height marginally for better efficiency, and it shows. You get new 21-inch aero-optimized wheels and satin graphite finish, standard on the Plaid and optional on the long range. These not only look aggressive but help improve range by reducing drag. Flush door handles remain, but now react more responsively to your presence thanks to proximity enhancements in the Tesla Vision system. Of course, one of the most iconic visual elements is still here: the Falcon wing doors. They're smoother than ever and now have improved articulation sensors for parking in tighter urban spaces. They operate quicker, too, a much-needed upgrade from older models that sometimes lagged. The B-pillar has also been reinforced to improve side impact safety while keeping the clean, pillarless opening when both front and rear doors are opened. Now round to the rear, the Model X sees subtle yet meaningful updates. The taillights are slimmer, with a new lighting signature that spans the width of the rear for a more cohesive and upscale look at night. The rear bumper is more angular with slight contouring that complements the overall aerodynamic strategy. A small active rear spoiler now adjusts more frequently during drives, not just at highway speeds, which Tesla says helps with both efficiency and high-speed stability. There's no exhaust, naturally, and the underbody remains enclosed for minimal turbulence. Opening the trunk, the powered liftgate reveals a massive cargo area, which is now flatter with the seats down, giving up to 88 cubic feet of space. There's also still the hidden front trunk, or frunk, offering additional storage with a clean, rubberized cargo tray that now comes standard. Inside, the 2026 Model X is a masterpiece of futuristic minimalism. You're greeted by an ultra-modern cabin that manages to feel both spacious and cocooning. Tesla has refined the material choices this year: a soft-touch vegan leather throughout, real wood accents or matte carbon fiber depending on your trim, and ambient lighting that now spans across the door panels and dash in customizable colors. The center of attention, literally, is still the massive 17-inch cinematic display and landscape orientation, now with thinner bezels and brighter OLED contrast. The UI is snappier, featuring Tesla's new Core OS 4, which allows for simultaneous split-view navigation and media, plus expanded voice control functions that understand natural speech more effectively. For those in the rear seats, there's also an upgraded 9.6-inch display, with Bluetooth controller compatibility and access to streaming services for those long road trips or idle charging moments. Tesla's yoke steering remains, but there's now an option for a traditional round wheel if the yoke isn't your style. However, with improved haptic feedback and predictive turn force, the yoke finally feels like it's coming into its own. The driver's cluster behind the yoke has been updated with higher resolution and better real-time information display. For those who use autopilot and FSD often, these changes make a noticeable difference. Seating is as luxurious as ever, with ventilated and heated front and rear seats, improved lumbar support, and enhanced bolstering in the Plaid variant. The second-row seats are power-adjustable in more directions and offer surprisingly ample legroom. even for tall adults. The panoramic windshield stretches over the front seats into the sky, still the largest in the industry, and now comes with a smarter tinting system that adjusts to sunlight automatically. Underneath this stylish skin, the real power of the 2026 Model X lies in its performance. The long-range model offers dual-motor all-wheel drive with a 0 to 60 miles per hour time of just 3.8 seconds and a top speed of 155 miles per hour. But the showstopper is still the Plaid modeler with 3 motors producing over 1,020 horsepower. It sprints from 0 to 60 in just 2.5 seconds, which is mind-bending for a vehicle of this size. Handling has improved, thanks to Tesla's new adaptive air suspension version 3.0. This system adjusts height and damping hundreds of times per second and incorporates more predictive algorithms using GPS and Tesla Vision. Whether you're cruising or carving through mountain roads, the Model X feels more planted and more engaging than before. Range has also improved slightly, thanks to better battery chemistry and software refinements. The long-range model now offers up to 385 miles on a full charge, while the Plaid gives you around 340 miles. Charging speeds have improved too, and now supporting 350 kilowatts supercharging thanks to Tesla's new V4 infrastructure. This means you can gain up to 180 miles of range in just 15 minutes when plugged into a compatible supercharger. On the safety front, the 2026 Model X comes with Tesla's latest suite of active safety features, including upgraded emergency braking, blind spot monitoring that now includes dynamic indicators in the driver's display, and a more accurate driver monitoring system that tracks head orientation to ensure attention is on the road when using autopilot. FSD, although still in beta for many regions, is now on version 12.4 and shows big improvements in smoothness, lane choices, and intersection behavior. As for pricing, the 2026 Model X starts at $89,990 for the long-range model, which includes standard AWD, premium interior features, and access to all over-the-air software updates. The Plaid model starts at $109,990 and brings you the performance enhancements and unique badging, plus carbon trim and high-performance wheels. Adding full self-driving software still costs an additional $12,000, or you can opt for Tesla's subscription model if you prefer flexibility. In summary, the 2026 Tesla Model X isn't a revolution, but it's a very thoughtful evolution. It feels more mature, better balanced, and finally addresses many of the quirks owners have pointed out in past years. The tech feels smoother, the performance remains unmatched in its segment, and it still turns heads while being one of the most practical EVs you can own. If you're looking for an electric SUV that offers space, speed, and smarts, the new Model X is hard to beat. Thanks for tuning into Car Drive Next. If you found this review helpful, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more detailed car breakdowns, and drop your questions about the 2026 Model X in the comments below. Until next time, drive smart, drive safe.